So today's topic is a very very valid topic. Reason being, this is just around the corner, 2019, and there are a lot of information which I'm going to share with you today, based on this video which I'm going to show to you, and then from there I'm going to pick it up. So it is goal and goal setting 2019. So enjoy this video first, and then I'll move over to my PowerPoint. Who will fix it up? Because it's showing इधर तो है सही. Yeah, okay. इसको हटा दिया तुमने. एक सेकंड. All right. So everybody is ready?
Yes.
So first of all, I'm thankful to Allah for fulfilling my life goal. Of course, everybody has got their life goal, and some people are still in the journey. Those who are seeing me for the first time, I saw some of the people outside who's seeing me for the first time. So there are a couple of people over here. All right. So let me give you a little background of mine. I'm an aerospace engineer by profession, and that is my baby. For almost about 20 years, I've been training pilots as well as I was engineer of that. That's my background. And today, of course, my present life is coaching people. It's not coming? Oh, sorry. Okay, thank you. I still need my voice. So coming back, this is in Lima, Peru. This is where I had given a talk on my strength is basically a business. It's not personal development or health and wellness, but I do talk sometime. So that's my present life where I'm helping people around the world. And you're lucky because I do come to Dubai and Gulf every 6 months. And 6 months I'm back home. So now my question is, how many of you all made goals for this year, 2018? Can you just raise your hand, please? 2018. So if you look around, there's hardly 5% who has got their goals. Now, if my second question is more important, how many have achieved it now? Those 5-6 people who have, and you have achieved your goals. That's excellent. That's excellent. Now, the other question is, did you write your goals? Did you write your goals? Yes. So you did write your goals also. And I'll tell you, what is the difference between having a goal and writing a goal? Anyway, my today's talk will be around what is goal. There are a lot of people who are not knowing what is goal. They know it, but exact definition, how they can use it in their life, they are not aware. Different types of goals. There is not only your money goal, there are many other goals. And why goal setting is so important in our life, in our work, and in our business. So there are 7 steps to goal setting. And people who have been writing goals, but they are not achieving it. What are the reasons? You saw those 10 golden rules, and there are more. Okay, so you need not write notes because, as I said, this is going live in Facebook. In the Facebook group, there is health, wealth, and personal development. So there are only 2 in the world with that title. So if I ask you a question, what is success? So there are a lot of definitions, right? So can you give me a straight answer? What is success? Yes, Vicky?
Success is the one if you get something that you wanted to and you achieve it, it's a success.
There's a success. All right. So in today's topic, thank you, Vicky. Success is basically having your goals fulfilled. End of the day, the topic is goals and how we go about with it. So what is a goal? And this guy, Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, has defined it in the most wonderful manner. How many people have read this book, Think and Grow Rich? Please raise your hand. Think and Grow Rich. So we got only 3 people who have read the book. Now, if you would like to really become successful and you would like to become a leader, so you need to read. I've been telling last 10 years, 15 years, that leaders are readers. And you need to read. Forget about your past education and experience and all. From here onward, where you would like to be. So Goal is anything that you want to do, you want to be, have, or achieve. That is a simple definition of a goal. So a lot of people, they know that the goal is something they would like to do, but it's not only do, you would like to have also, and you would like to achieve whatever, and that's in life you would like to become very successful. So there are different types of goals. So what I have done is, that's the goal circle. The most important goal that everybody should be having is your health goal. If you don't have health, you are zero. You're completely zero. Yesterday I had promised Vicky and all that I'll be there for that party, but I was so down that I had to go to the clinic to go to the doctor, and he gave me all kinds of pills and all that, and I was really, and till this evening, till 5 o'clock I was down, and still I'm not 100%. So health, the problem with us is we don't take it so important till we fall sick. We take it for granted. Oh, that person is sick. Oh, that person is having cancer or diabetes. We don't bother till we ourselves or somebody in the family or friends fall sick. I'm talking about not just a sore throat or cough and cold. I'm talking about serious sickness. Then our eyes open, our mind open. It's very unfortunate the way we think. It's very, very unfortunate. So you being in DXN, make sure you put health as your number one priority. Then comes, of course, your career. I mean, you are here for what? To earn money. So that is the goal, your money goal. You study to get your degree, you're postgraduate, you're a doctor, or whatever you are. Then for what? To get a good job. And from the job, you need some money. And same is with the business people. The business people would like to have better income than the people who are doing job. Then is educational goal, whatever your education is. So I do teach only in the summer. I was with the youth in Vancouver, and my topic was about the educational, and these are the students from the universities. I mean, they are PhDs and all that, and there I taught them that you as a postgraduate and a PhD students, what you need to do. Then family goal. There has to be a goal for your family. Now, if I ask you, how many of you all, they are having their family over here? Your husband or your wife? Right over here. Just raise your hand. So we have got only 1 or 2 or 3, 4 people. Your family is here. You see? Now, that should be the goal that you should be having, to have your family here or go back to your family. You are married, right? How many people are married? Just raise your hand. How many people are married? All right. Rest are thinking to get married or what? I was in Alain last week. So I asked the same question. And then my friend said, sir, we are married, but we are called married bachelor. We are married, but we are not married. So that is the family goal. And then is your personal growth, where you grow. Okay. Then comes your spiritual goal, you and your God and Allah. How close you are getting along with Allah. Social goal. And then comes the relationship goal. So these are very big topics. Let me tell you, there is a guy, the first time when I got into this goal thing, and this guy takes a few $100s just to teach this. You're very fortunate to be in DXN, that you are getting all this thing free. So there are a lot of books written on goals. And the guy who I very strongly recommend, if you would like to read some book on to go about with goals, his name is Brian Tracy. He is also Canadian American. Anyway, Do you know which goal setting we are very good at? We are very good in these two goal setting. Can I have the answer, please? Yes?
Parties and travel.
Parties and travel. Parties. What else? Anybody? Anybody? Any other answer? Of course, vacation is one that you are looking at. We plan 1 year before. And your marriage. All those who are not married, they plan it 1 year or 2 years before. This is one time, once in a year. This is once in a lifetime. But what about your everyday life? Your everyday career, job? Why we are not so much focused into this? This too we are really very good at. We should, of course. But that is not what we should be only focusing on. So my other question is, who should make goals? Yeah, are they very special people? So the goal should be set by everyone. Everyone. It is not, by the way, do you know, it is not taught in any schools and colleges and university. This thing is not taught. So you have to come to a private place to learn about the goal setting. It is so vital. And I'll give you some figures, some really alarming figures. So why you set goals, you saw that video, is it gives you the direction. It gives you the energy, the motivation. It gives you the challenge. And the last thing is, of course, you start thinking out of the box. You see, Allah has made us not just an ordinary people, but we think like an ordinary people. Whatever you are earning, you can earn 10 times more than that. But we are all thinking inside the box. So setting goals was studied by Harvard Business School. How many knows this Harvard Business School? Harvard. This is the top university in the world, where the president and the prime ministers and a lot of very, very super rich people go there. They studied about goals, and they found out that those people who had goals in their mind, they are 10%. And who have written goals, only 3%. And 87% of the people, no goals. So they did this study. This is a study done by this university, and there is another university called Yale in the United States. And in that, they got the graduates. They are about to, graduate the last year in the university. So they called them and they asked the same question. And 87% of the people didn't have any goals. Okay, we are studying, and after that, we are going to go for the job, but there's nothing basically written. After 10 years, that same person who did the study of the graduate of Harvard went back to these people. Same people. And you know what they found out? That whatever these guys were earning, 87% of them, this 10% was earning double of that. Double. Because they had something. But this 3% was earning 10 times more than the rest. So it is something very, very important. Whether it's your career, whether it's your business, whether it's your relationship. Especially here we are talking about the career and the business and the money. And in DXN, of course, we've got big money, let me tell you that. So why write goals? So when you write goals and time it, not I'm gonna, get this target met without any deadline. You have to give a deadline. Chances of the goal achievement, can you imagine after writing it, goes from 5% to 80%. And in my teaching, what I do is, I tell people to write goals. How many people have got my book? All those who have the book? Anybody who's got the book right over here? No? So there is a very, very, very critical chapter on goals and goal setting. And in that, I've given the example of Bruce Lee. How many people know Bruce Lee, the Kung Fu fighter? So I've got the goals of that person. So from that goal, which you read, which you see, you make a small goal card, or it is called affirmation card. What it does, it programs your subconscious mind. You know, there are a lot of things that you do, not from the conscious mind. For example, you're driving the car, and if you want to brake, you don't think that I have to brake now. You just go instantly if something comes in the front, right? It just happens like that. So similarly, in our goal, these are the things which happens because you're programming your mind and you're moving in that direction. So why goal? What is goal is given. And why goal? And this great man, Einstein, he says, if you want to live a happy life, tie it with your goal, not with people and things. What a beautiful quote. You know, in our life, we have got things attached to our boss, with people, with the worldly things, whether it's a nice jacket or a nice watch or a nice car or a nice house. That's not life. That's not happiness. It's much more beyond that. So why we need to have goal today? Maybe 20, 30 years back, the world was very peaceful. It was a very nice place to live. Now there is a lot of confusion. Social, political, cultural, economic, every place there is a fight going on. There is something which is not right. So all the more this time, you have to be very clear what you want from life. So goal is a must. It is not an option. You think that we are in DXN and it's an option. You know, maybe by default you have come. There is another very beautiful quote. If you are born poor, that is not your fault. But if you die poor, that is your fault. If you die poor. As I said, you have to think out of the box. You have got all the opportunities in the world to go wherever you want to go. So, coming to in life, goal setting is so important, so very important. That is the difference between success and failure. Success and failure. You want to become successful? You have to write your goals. Write your goals. How many people know this guy, Peter Drucker? Peter Drucker. And he came up with the formula of SMART goal. And there are complete books, and this guy is the personal development guru who teaches, big corporates. Like there was another guy, Stephen Covey. How many people know Stephen Covey? So he's of that level, and he said, if you want to have the goal, you should have SMART goal, means specific. Be very specific. What do you want from life? Not just general. Be very, very focused, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. And again, fortunately in my book, I've given a complete detail. There's a complete, very big chapter on goals and goal setting. Now, steps that you need to follow in the goal setting is first is, this is the thing, fifth time I'm saying, write goals. Not just think goal, that this is what I want from DXN, from my job, from my life, from my relationship, whatever. You have to write it. Okay? Number 2, you have to give a start and completion date. It's a short-term goal. So you say, okay, 1st January 2019, I'm going to start with this goal. And this is my short-term goal, December 31st, 2019. I mean, you cannot have it just in piecemeal like 15 days or 1 month. You have to have 6 months to a year. This is a short-term goal. If you look at any country, so they have got a 3-year plan, 5 years plan, 10 years plan. You must have seen it. All countries, whether they are meeting it or not. So similarly, you should have your own 1 year, 2 year and 3 year goals. You know, where you will get motivated is you have to write benefits. Let's take the money goal. That is what have brought you here in Dubai. See, your money goal is $3,000. Why I take $3,000? Whether you are here in Dubai, or whether you are in London, or whether you are in Vancouver, or whether you are in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, anywhere. $3,000 is a very good income. Why I say very good income? Where whatever you want to achieve, you can achieve. The startup is there. I'm not talking about $30,000 or $50,000 or $10,000, but $3,000. You agree that if you start getting $3,000, your life will be very comfortable. You agree on that?
Yes.
3,000 is something like 10,000 plus dirham, approximately. So, if you get that 10,000 dirham, what benefit you are going to get? So that is the motivational factor for it. Just don't write. And then write what I'm going to get, what my family is going to get if I achieve my target of, say, $3,000. Then, of course, you want to start working on the goal. There are obstacles. Nothing comes like that. So what are those obstacles which will be coming in the way to achieve that $3,000? And then comes the action. Action, like knowledge is power, but if you don't use it, what is the use of all that knowledge? And you have to prioritize it. This is urgent. I need to do it every day. In our business, you know what is the top priority? Not what I'm doing right now. I'm doing it. Why? Because I love what I do. I love to help people out. But this is not going to give me the dollar. Now, I would like to make one point very clear to everyone. And that's what my workshop would be, inshallah, in February of 2019. Now, please raise your hand. All those who have joined DXN to earn money. Please raise your hand. So, earn money, fulus. So, if you have joined for health reasons, that's also good. Okay? But most of the people, they have joined to earn money. And earning money is not bad, let me tell you that. You know why? Because if you have the money, of course you can change your life and your family's life, but at the same time you can change the life of a lot of other people. You know, I always give the quote of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who says the upper hand is better than the lower hand. You know, you choose what you would like to, end of the day, that millions of dollars or whatever money that you earn is not going to make you happy. The power of DXN is that everyone is a giver. Helping people with good education, good product, good opportunity. There is always something happening positive side. You all are very young in DX, and my journey started in 2003. You must be very impressed to see that F-16 aircraft. And I used to train the pilots. Good salary, let me tell you. But the pressure was equally good and higher. You see, in any organization, if you are on the top level, like you're the president or the chairman or the vice president of the company or the GM, the higher tension that you have in order to keep that job alive, because every organization needs profitability. If you're in that level, lower level, the company survives, you are there. If the company doesn't survive, then you go. But that top guy is in higher risk of his job. Anyway, digress a little bit. Action is required. Review is required. A lot of people write their goals. I still remember Wafa wrote some beautiful that she wants to have a yacht and she would like to have all that. I still remember many years back in Sharjah, everybody was writing goals. So it has to be very, very realistic. It has to be practical. And the review has to be done every 6 months, every year. Okay? And you have to reward yourself. You know, always, what is the motivation? You have achieved that short-term goal or the long-term goal? Not by taking a family out for vacation. Of course, that is good. But reward yourself. I've achieved, worked hard. Now I need to maybe change my car or change my watch or go on vacation. You know, we have been working and working over here, but hardly we reward ourselves. We are not machine, we are human being. Remember, human being need a little bit of tap at the back. And this recognition, I'm sure, is much more than the money. So you saw that video. So why people do not achieve their goal? Now a lot of people, this is very important part of my today's talk. And I'm going to wrap it up in 15-20 minutes. The reason for failure in achieving goals, a man without a goal is like a ship without a rudder. Whether it is a ship or whether it is a small boat, at the back there is a rudder which takes the boat wherever they want to go. So this is a beautiful quote of Thomas. So the purpose is not aligned to your feelings. This is something, when I read this, it really opened my eyes. And my students who are, whosoever they are, whether they are here or they are in Peru or they are in Pakistan or wherever I go, in DXN again, those who are doing it from here, from their heart, with the feeling, they'll definitely bound to succeed in DXN. So your value that you have, does it align with your goal? You see what is the tagline of DXN? Can anybody tell me 3 words? Health, wealth, and happiness. It's very, very powerful. So your goal has to be around that. Not the DXN tagline is different and your tagline is different. Everybody needs happiness, right? Yes. Without happiness, what's this life? So it starts with health, then comes money, and then comes your happiness. This is a very weak clap. You did not have your Rishi. Can we have a louder clap? This is not for me, this is for you, because you have to clap and you wake up. So number 2 reason why people fail is negativity. You see, in this world there are a lot of negative people. You agree?
Yes.
Who says no? A beautiful morning and they look outside, they say, what's so beautiful about it? And there's another person who sees, he said, Alhamdulillah, it's so beautiful. So life becomes very beautiful when you are with the positive people. So these negative people are like cancer. Right now I've got the throat infection. Nobody should come close to me. So I'm going to finish and then run out to my car. All right. The thing is, you don't want to get the virus. These negative people are like that virus. They make their lives miserable, and they like to make the lives of other people also miserable. So you are achieving your goals. So these guys are having negative words, negative actions, and all that thing is going on. Okay. Then comes most of the people do not have proper planning. There is no or poor planning. Now, why? You have a goal, and you know what happens the moment you join DXN, then what you do? Straight away you go into action. There's a thing called between action and your goal is called planning. And if you are planning well, you are bound to succeed. So if you fail to plan, your plan will fail. If you fail to plan. And most of us are in that category. How many people know this guy, the great guy? Michael Jordan. One of the greatest athlete and a basketballer. He says champions do not become champions when they win the game or the events which he is playing. But in the hours and the weeks and the months and the years they spend preparing for it. How many people are my team in the Ghani Academy? Can you just raise your hand? So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. I had put a video, and everybody came up with some certain ideas. There was a guy who was running in a pack of about 15 people, and he was right at the back. And after one round, the second round, he started going from the back slowly towards the front, and finally he wins the race. So the answer was basically what he did. It's not that motivation, how he prepared himself to win that race. Same is this great guy who's talking about what you do in the planning for months and years. That is what is going to is in DXN. If you would like to become successful, it doesn't happen like that. You have to give time. Okay. So you see, this is your plan, and this is how you think your plan should be. All right? But actually, that's how it is. And everybody look at the picture. There's ups and downs, and there are hurdles, and then you reach the target. There are a lot of obstacles. There is never a straight path to success. All those successful people, and I'm sure you know the guy, Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and Dell, these are the icons. Took them 10 years. They struggled, and finally, I was watching a movie of Steve Jobs. So is Dell, the Dell computer. They all started from garage. Imagine. And today you look at them. Jobs. Okay. Ambiguity. There is a confusion in the goals. Now, if there is a road coming and it says straight or left or right, that's how our goal looks like. So you have to have the clarity and the simplicity in order to have your goals well defined and clear. Having too many goals, those days are gone when a multitasker. You do one thing and do it good. So if you look at focus, follow one course until you become successful. And this guy, Confucius, of course, he's got a lot of beautiful. The man who chooses 2 rabbits catches none. So don't have, not 1, 2, 3, multiple goals. Just have one goal at a time. Health goal, of course, in health there should not be any compromise whatsoever. No compromise. Some people come to me, oh, this is so expensive. So I tell them, how expensive is your health, your body, where you are living? Because God has given us this free. So we need to invest over here. So having unachievable and difficult goals in short time. Then these are all a research paper which has done. Too easy, you will not achieve it. Difficulty, it gives you that go, that motivation, and of course too hard. So you have to have certain challenges and then you will work towards that. Remember, achieving goal is not a one-day thing. Like I asked you what is the most critical thing in your DXN business? Every day you should be doing. What is that? Prospecting. Talking to people. Physically, offline, or online. So, goal is not to be done today or for 1 month or half a month. It has to be done every day and there has to be discipline.
Yes.
So, if you read the history of the really successful people, they are highly disciplined. They are very, very disciplined people. All right. So that is a bridge between your goal and accomplishment. Another great guy by the name Jim Rohn. So a lot of people would like to be in that comfort zone. Only today, some people were saying that after they achieve some money in DXN, they immediately go back to the comfort zone. Whether it is $1,000 or $2,000, they say, okay, that's it. Now, you should always be raising your bar. How many people have gone and done in their school the high jump? Anybody has done the high jump? So there is a bar, maybe 3 feet, and you jump over it and they put another 2 inches up or 3 inches, and then you jump and then put a little bit more. So you have to keep on raising your bar of life also. So remember that a fish in the downstream, even a dead fish will just float down. It is the upstream fish which is the most tastiest. So no accountability, I'm the boss because I'm in DXN. It doesn't happen like that. You have to have an accountability partner. So once again, when we are in our February workshop, the round table, wherever you are, I'm going to have people from their team or other team who is, I'm going to pair two people, not many people. So if we have, say, Wafa, and Wafa is with Roshan, they are in the same team, so they should be accountable to each other. They can see each other's genealogy to the evil. So when that arrogance come, I know everything, I'm in DXN, I'm the boss, then you're gone. So need to have a coach and mentor. All those people who are really successful, they have had some guru to teach them. So what gets measured get improved. It's like a mirror. Remember, the mirror shows your face. You agree on that?
Yes.
So the job of the coach is basically to tell you where you are right and especially where you are wrong. Your goal isn't inspirational enough. This is a beautiful picture I got from Google. No inspiration in life. So there is nothing to go for. So the goal that you have should not just to become a star diamond or earn $1,000.
Should be a crown ambassador.
So as she is saying it, so a lot of people ask me that, okay, what is this crown ambassador? It is not a destination. Crown ambassador is a journey. Alhamdulillah, I got this title exactly 2 years back. So 31st December 2016 was my title. Then I should have just gone back home and relaxed with my children and grandchildren. Why I'm back here in Dubai? So it's something which is called legacy. Something where you could do beyond yourself. You forget about yourself then. And everybody has got that good thing inside their heart. And then comes no system. Setting goal does not lead to success. System does. If you look at Dubai, whether it's a road system, whether it's an RTA system, or whether there is an airline system, wherever you go, the backbone or the foundation of their success is system. They have got the right system. Unfortunately, back home in our country, most of you all are from subcontinent. India, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Right? These are the people who are over here, and some Arab here and there. I have seen, the same guy who goes from here back home, they have to just learn to break the rule. So unfortunate. So coming to the system, over here you have some elderly people, but back in Canada and USA, there are teenagers who are running this $1 million McDonald's. I don't like this thing, but I like their system. They have a proper system to run this joint. So want to achieve bigger goals? Get your better system. So you haven't tapped enough resources. You got stuck and not enough. This is for the education. There is a complete system. This is the education system thing. And what goals give you the satisfaction? You become really a happy person. So now my question to you is, can you see the next 5 years? What if you could see the next 5 years? Can you see? Can you see the next 5 years? 23? You can? You can imagine. It's difficult. You don't know what's, the economy is like that, a sinusoidal curve. It goes up and down. You don't have any control. But if I tell you, you go back 5 years back, and what you have done wrong, try to correct it, and then move on for the coming 5 years. Is this possible?
Yes.
100% it is possible. We should be learning from our mistakes. And an intelligent guy is a guy who learns from others' mistake. Even if you are an intelligent guy, which I believe everyone is, you are given a chance to make mistake only once, not 2 times and 3 times. You have seen a lot of people, mistakes after mistakes, and still they are not correcting themselves. So coming here, the past is where you learn the lesson. The future is when you apply those lessons for your goal in the future. Don't give up in the middle. So, how can I help you? I've taken exactly 55 minutes. One is, of course, my book, which is called Map Your Freedom. If you like to have freedom, financial freedom, health freedom, time freedom, growth freedom, travel freedom, you should. And freedom to give. That is the most important thing. And the other one is, of course, my Facebook. Now I'm going live as you are seeing it, because this is something I have learned in the last 2 months. Why just keep my knowledge to myself? Why not? Now this is being watched all around the world, whether it is in Europe or whether it is in Canada and USA, and it will be there. So this is going public. This is not private, which is health, wealth, and personal development. And I'm going to have some sort of a logo. I just made it yesterday. Since I was lying down on the bed, I said, let me do something different. All right. And then I've got a YouTube channel. A lot of people love to watch videos. So more and more videos are going to come. So my brand is basically Map Your Freedom, whether it's Facebook, whether it's a website, whether it's book, whether it's YouTube channels. There are more than 70, 80 videos inside. So thank you very much for your patient hearing. And I'll just take 1 or 2 questions, because I'm really not, as you can hear me, yes, I'm not 100%, but it's the love of you all which have brought me over here. Salim was saying that, Mr. Ghani, take a rest. I said, no, I've already made especially Mariam. Mariam had been after me for 1 month. The lady who is in the front, he said, you have to come. I said, okay, I'll come. I'll try my level best. So I'm open to just 3 questions. Any question related to this goal setting, please. If you have any question, if you